Welcome to the video, guys. This video is going to be a tutorial covering the basics of wood production. If you're making a new settlement, one of the first things you'll do is build a logging camp, and this will give you timber. Now when you put down a logging camp, say like right here, the workers will harvest logs closest to the logging camp first. So as you can see, because I put this logging camp here quite a while ago, this whole area has been carved out, and after a while you're going to want to replant those. If you don't want to replant trees right away using foresters' huts, you can continue to place logging camps down in forested areas. So you can see here, this is just a small area, and I could continue to put logging camps down in different forested regions. Just be careful you don't put logging camps in areas that have wild berries or areas that have wild animals. If you get rid of all the forest in this area, the wild berries will disappear and the wild animals will migrate. Like I mentioned before, the foresters' huts are used to replenish an area of more trees, and these also work on areas that were previously not forested at all. So if you end up getting rid of all of your forest and you replace it with a city, you can actually move a forest wherever you want to. So far we covered the logging camp, which is something you'll build right in the beginning, and also foresters' huts, which you probably won't have enough families to handle in the beginning, but after a while you're going to want to keep up with the wood production. So it definitely helps to have one or two of them. The next building you'll need to make right after you make a logging camp is a Woodcutters Lodge. Now if you're first starting out in a new settlement, the Woodcutters Lodge is as important as food production. That's because if we come up here and we look at months remaining before supplies run out, you have two things listed. The first one is food, and the second one is fuel. In the beginning you're always going to use firewood as fuel, but later on you can use charcoal if you decide to. So generally speaking, when I put down a Woodcutters Lodge, I want it to be as close as possible to my logging camp, because the logging camp is what's directly supplying the Woodcutters Lodge. Now when you place down a Woodcutters Lodge, I would recommend putting down 2, so that you can increase your firewood production to a level where you have enough supplies to last you quite a while. Once your fuel supply gets to about 12 months, I would say you can pull those villagers out of there and use them for another building. The next building after you have a logging camp and a Woodcutters Lodge is going to be the Sawpit. And similar to the Woodcutters Lodge, this takes timber and it turns it into planks, which is primarily a building component. You need planks to upgrade burgage plots from level 1 to level 2, and it's also very important in the beginning because you need planks to build your first church. Planks are used constantly in Manor Lords, so I would try to keep a stock of between 30 to 50. Now the last building to cover is a charcoal kiln. The charcoal kilns look like this, and they convert firewood into charcoal. Now it might not seem very useful to convert one type of fuel into another type of fuel doing the same exact thing, but charcoal is actually much more efficient. Efficiency matters quite a lot because, as you can see, when people are moving products around, they can only fit so much in one of these hand carts, or carry by hand. So if you have a more potent type of fuel, they can actually carry more fuel around the town at once. So it's more efficient for storage as well. And if you plan on having extra charcoal to go around, you can also sell it. So you can see right here, charcoal sells for 5, and firewood only sells for 1. So it makes for a pretty good trade item as well. The only catch with charcoal kilns is you need to spend a development point to unlock the building type. So if we come up here and see our development view, the charcoal burning is right here. Now charcoal burning is very good to go into by itself, but you also need to unlock charcoal burning in order to get down to deep mining. And deep mining is a very useful ability later on. Just bear in mind that each settlement you have only has a maximum of 6 development points possible. Now if you're planning to have a larger settlement, I would recommend doing something with a layout like this. So what I have here is kind of an array of all the different things you would need. So right here we have the logging camp, and it's surrounded by woodcutters lodges and also saw pits. In addition to that, you can see I have multiple foresters' huts out here trying to replenish the forest. This was my first settlement, so it's gotten quite big now, and I have lots of foresters' huts trying to replenish the trees going around. So again, if you're planning to have a large settlement, I would make sure you have enough space to get a layout similar to this. The closer these are together, the more efficient your people are going to work. And wood is needed for everything in this game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helped you get started in Manor Lords. This is by no means the end-all be-all video of wood production, but it should get you started. If you have any questions about the advanced mechanics, please let me know down in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them. That's all I have for this video, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share the video with anyone that would find it helpful. And I hope you check out the rest of my Manor Lords Basics videos that'll be coming out soon. Thanks, and have a good one.